Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. Hope that you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy world. Now, I took a few days and I think at this point it's slightly more appropriate to talk about these topics when it comes to Kensington Palace, the Princess of Wales, and the whole scenario that they have found themselves in. I still want to remain respectful of the situation, and my heart goes out to them and their family. News of cancer is just devastating, especially for a young family like they are. However, I also feel like just because we are here in America and freedom of speech is a thing and people are allowed to have their thoughts, opinions, and ask questions, namely, we can ask questions. The thing is, people are shaming the public for asking questions and not accepting information that has been given to them, which seems unwillingly and up to this point distrustfully. There's still speculation since Kate Middleton put out her video letting the public know that she has cancer. There is speculation that her ring disappears. There is speculation that it's, an AI configuration from a video done years prior where she's wearing the same outfit. They're talking about proportions. They're zooming in and looking at her eyes and the background not moving. At the core of this, I think it really just shows how, for Kensington Palace, I would be very concerned and worried because it just shows how people do not trust a word or any information coming out of your offices. And that can't be good for foreign affairs and, actual, not that this isn't important. Obviously, her having cancer is important, but things like national security, war, whatever have you, stuff like that. You know what I mean? That can't be good for that if your credibility is shot to hell. And it really still is, to the point where I've seen articles put out saying that all of us who have questions, who have thoughts and opinions that are not of the Daily Mail or the Sun or what is coming out of Kensington Palace, they're saying that anyone who has questions, namely one, are bullies, okay, which I just don't think is fair. But now I'm also seeing articles saying that it's Chinese and Russian bots that are trying to destabilize society. This is how far they're willing to go because people are questioning the shoddy job they made of Kate Middleton finding out she has cancer and acted in a way that was completely unnecessary, deceitful, manipulative. People are calling them out. They hate it. They want to deflect. They'll use Harry and Meghan for every single thing instead of taking ownership that the fact that they did a horrible job paying a comps team, £25 a year or something crazy I saw. So being cheap, you get what you pay for. And now here you are in an international fucking crisis mess of people who do not believe what comes out of your offices. And instead of doing public shaming, instead of doing that, you should look inward and fix what's happening within the walls of Kensington Palace. I mean, I feel like it's history repeating itself thrice over at this point. Why is the leading lady of the royal family always in some drama? It should not be that way. The mismanagement is just so wild to the point where she cannot come out with a video stating and announcing that she's been diagnosed with cancer, and people are not accepting that as fact. That is your issue. That's not a public issue. That is Kensington Palace issue for the poor job that they have done with this whole thing and creating a spectacle. They created this. And the deflecting onto Harry and Meghan is just so it just opened my mind up even wider. I wasn't even like a true fan of them. Like I'm still not, but like simply off the fact that like these people do this and think that we don't see what it is that they're doing, insulting our intelligence, just makes me want to root for them even more. Because it's so crazy what I have seen with these articles trying to place any blame of this scenario on Harry and Meghan. Article after article after article trying to bury the shit show that came out of Kensington Palace with the Princess of Wales and using Harry and Meghan. It's like a bloodbath. It's disgusting. And then making money off of them at the same time. And then turning around and claiming that we're bullying the Princess of Wales because we're questioning the shoddy job that came out of Kensington Palace. It's a mindfuck. It's gaslighting. It's manipulation. And it creates this distrust. And when your public distrusts you, like, that's dangerous territory. They think this video of Kate is AI. They're not accepting. Some people do not think that she even has cancer. It's just... And what's crazy to me is like they're like calling for privacy for Kate and stuff, but then I'm seeing articles that, oh, she had a lunch with the king and this and another. If she's supposed to be having privacy, why are you telling people who she's having luncheon with? It's like so contradictory, and the hypocrisy in everything that they do is mind-blowing. And it's just, how are people simply questioning the madness that they created make them bullies? Do some people go too far? Yeah, but that's a minority of people. But all of what I see online coming from the other side of things, they really, like, they pay more attention to hating Meghan than pumping up their girl that they claim that they, you know, think is completely fucking perfect, you know? They spend more energy telling me everything I need to know about what's going on with Meghan. Like, they follow her every move to the point where that's where I get my information on what's going on with her and Harry, is the hate accounts. They're focused on everything that she's doing. I've seen things online like, why don't you guys rally together and make a donation, get something going where you're raising money for cancer funding and this, that, and show positivity. Instead, I'm seeing Twitter posts like this that is so disgustingly R-word. I'm not even going to show the picture, but I can describe it to you. That's what these people online are doing. And they like to call the squad, you know, the Sugars, the Sussex squad or whatever. That was solely made to combat the literal vile shit that was coming out online against Meghan. And people were sick of seeing it. So they decided to start saying something about it. And then when the other side didn't like that, they started making up like, oh, Sussex squad, Sugars, this, that, and other. While claiming that we're being bullies, they're putting up stuff like this. Let me find it. It says, it's by a account named @Dixie_Delight. She says, Harry couldn't get a white woman to marry him. That's why he settled for Meghan, because she threw herself at him. And he was desperate to start his own family like William. He's into blonde white women like his mother, Diana. Then the fake Duchess goes and posts a picture and says, hello to the bride. And it is a monkey in a dress. Vile. But people who are simply questioning the bullshit that's been laid before them and questioning, which is everybody's right to do. Everyone's opinion matters. You can go on your platform and say this, that, another, blah, blah, blah. You want to say anybody else who has an opinion is bully. But when you put stuff up like this, nobody wants to say anything. It's not bullying. It's not harassment. You turn a blind eye to everything that's happening and has happened for 7, 8+ years to Meghan and Harry. Yet This is okay. Say hello to the bride. It is a monkey in a dress. And this is not the first time I've seen like overboard racist propaganda when it concerns Harry and Meghan. It's not the first time. It's just, it's so disheartening. And there's only one reason behind it all. It's so clear. And they don't even realize that they're making themselves so very clear in everything that they're doing by trying to deflect everything on Harry and Meghan and putting up these vile R-word, racist, I don't even know why I keep saying R-word, racist propaganda into the world. Yet saying we can't say anything about Kate. That is wild. And I'm not even saying anything about Kate. That is the thing that like all these people really don't understand, is that people aren't really saying anything about Kate. They're saying shit about Kensington Palace, the PR and comms team, the firm and establishment, the way that they have mishandled this whole situation, to the point people think her cancer announcement video is AI and don't believe it. Okay, so record scratch, just momentary sidebar. I was going on to my timeline to look up something about like AI Kate, and I see that Diddy's LA home is raided by Homeland Security, y'all. Oof. The Los Angeles home of Diddy Combs was raided by Homeland Security Monday in connection with a federal sex trafficking investigation. Fox 11 was first on the scene. Oh, the federal raid occurred in the lavishly Homely Hills neighborhood. Where are his kids? I hope his kids are nowhere around any of this stuff. Investigators said across the coast, the music mogul's Miami home was also raided. Sky Fox flew over Combs' home Monday afternoon and showed federal agents conducting their investigation of his home. You know, it's about time. All these, he has so many lawsuits out against him. All these people saying that he's done this, he's done that. All these stories corroborate. I mean, he's gotten away with shit for years. Okay? He's not coming back from this. This is a fucking wrap. In connection with a federal sex trafficking? So it has to have something to do with maybe because you remember, I believe Cassie said she still had like evidence. I believe the one guy that came out, he was doing music with Diddy. I forget his name. Oh gosh, I forget his name. I think it was like Little Something, but he also said that he had proof, like audio, visuals and stuff with what he was saying. So maybe they've gotten their hands on this and it's a fucking wrap. Like, I think we're gonna see, are we gonna see, like, once this happens, is the next step Diddy going to jail? Because you would have to have just cause to go in and raid somebody's home, which means you're at a point of like no return. Like, your ass is fucked. Like, this is not, Diddy, you had a good run. You got away with a lot for a long time. You lived a very lavish lifestyle. You lived every day like it was your last. And now, you may be going to jail. Like, Diddy may be going to jail. Holy crap. So I was just asking about the kids. Like, he has a set of twin daughters. I think they're like high school age. But he also has 2 sons. And so I'm looking at this picture now. Fox 11 did like a flyover. And it looks as if his son, King and Justin, are in handcuffs, sitting in the backyard. And it's like, are they doing that for just cautionary purposes? So like they don't try to run in and like try to do things? Are they under arrest? Where is Diddy? Why? It looks like his kids are in the LA home. They also raided the Miami home, but I have not yet seen anything of Diddy in handcuffs. If they're putting his sons in handcuffs, what the F is going on with Diddy? This is a mess. Yeah, Diddy's done. Like, your sons are in cuffs. So please, I hope that he's behind somebody's bars if his sons are in cuffs. Um, but yeah, this is pretty bad. They have footage. How did Fox 11 know and be able to fly over and get here so fast to watch this all go down? Like, did they get a tip? Did LA Police Department want this to be on camera? Like, God, I wonder how all that behind the scenes stuff works. I think it's so interesting because, dang, they're literally showing them busting down the doors, going in with guns. They have people with hands behind their back, being walked out backwards. Oh no, this is not good. People are on the ground. Like, there are multiple people who are in this house. They're all seemingly in cuffs. This looks like out of a movie. I know Diddy has to be losing his everlasting mind, but they say karma, no matter how long it takes, it's gonna come. I mean, his house is so nice. Like, they're showing, like, the grounds and everything, and all of that is done. It's a fucking wrap. Ill-gotten gains. You've gotten, like, this house is massive. Like, this is a compound, okay? And it's done. It's done, just like that. You're about to be sitting in somebody's fucking jail, Diddy. If your sons are in cuffs, yeah. I don't know who this other girl is. Look at the pool. There's like a tennis or basketball court and a pool house out there, jacuzzi. Damn, Diddy. We're seeing all your shit, and it's about to be. They got the big guns out there. So maybe they're looking for something specific, I wonder. Are they looking for something specific, or are they just looking for something? I would be interested in seeing what that's about, and I'm sure more information is going to come out as the evening goes on. Perfect time for the evening news. Fox 11 got a tip. They're really trying to make an example, embarrass this man, rightfully so. Chickens have come home to roost, and it's deserved. And someone said not even the FBI, but Homeland Security. That's a next level. And I hope he has not involved his sons in his foolishness. Like, what a fail as a father. LA and Miami. I'm trying to scroll and see if I'm going to see Diddy in cuffs, but I haven't seen him. And that would be so fucked if he didn't if he dipped somewhere, and managed to get away from this whole situation, and then his kids have to be traumatized by this experience by being raided by Homeland Security. Did he not give his sons a heads up? Like, I want to know how all of this went down. Holy fuck. I don't even want to talk about AIK anymore. I'm so over all of the foolishness, hypocrisy, and contradictory things that I see online. I am no longer going to be mind-fucked, manipulated, and or gaslighted by this situation with the Kate scenario. I'm going to have my opinions and thoughts still, as I will as a free person on this earth. No one is going to take that away from me, just like I am not going to take that away from you. You are free to say whatever it is on your platform. Just like I feel like I can say what I want to say on my platform, and I try to be very respectful. It's just a shame that it's gotten to this point where the royal family is just not believed, and I don't think that is anybody else's fault but their own, and they're trying to flip it on the public and shame the public for the mess that you've made is just so, like, it's like a fucked up relationship. Like, literally, like, a lot of people have probably been in those relationships where, like, they try to gaslight you in that way. And it's not cool. It's not cool at all. So, I'm gonna keep up with this Diddy situation. I want to see him go in cuffs. Like, they had to be tipped off to get them going inside of the joint. How are your cameras just so happen to be there right on time? I'm not buying it. So, yeah. I, again, hope that Kate does well with her treatments. They're saying that it's preventative. So I'm guessing, like, maybe they've got it out of her and then just to try to prevent the cancerous cells, like, from expounding or traveling or whatever. They're trying to do the chemo for that, those purposes. But truly, I hope that she's getting rest. I do think that her privacy is deserved and that she should be resting and she should not be dealing with any of this bullshit that unfortunately, her teams or PR comps team have her in. It's so sad. And she did not deserve that at all. She didn't deserve to be thrown under the bus. She didn't deserve any of that. So, yes, I will see you guys in another video. And we'll keep up with this Diddy situation. So sorry, I thought I was gone until I ran into this clip by Sloan Bella, who I have posted her clips on here previously in videos concerning Diddy and various other things, just because she's very insightful and in tune. She is a psychic on YouTube. You can watch her videos. She did an extensive reading on Kim Porter, who was formerly, she has passed and she was involved with Diddy, had children with him, and she just went through a lot with him and knew a lot, okay? And the way she died was very mysterious. But anyway, Sloan has never really been wrong when it comes out to things like her reading. She really never misses. And in this clip you can see from November of last year, she said, she called the whole thing with Cassie, okay? Now, this whole thing with Diddy, she calls it that it was going to be happening in March, where his empire really was going to start to fall, for real. And I think this is the end of Diddy as we once knew him. I really do think it's a wrap on him. I think it's time. And so I will post the link of the video here.
March, I am seeing something by March with P. Diddy, another level of this. We're not done. It's like he's going to have to keep putting tarps over the hole in the roof because the rain keeps coming through. So just when he thinks he covered up the hole, another hole starts down there. And when he thinks he covered that hole, another hole starts over there. So it's not going to stop. Like, he's not off the hook. He may have paid Cassie, and good for her for getting out of it. Horrific. It doesn't matter who you slept with. Why is that blackmail? Stand up and say, this dude drugged me and he did this. She finally said it. And say, this dude drugged me and he did this. She finally said it. And he doesn't want to face what he's done, but it doesn't matter. He's exceptionally psychic, by the way, so he gets physical feelings on when he kind of knows it. And when he talks about Kim Porter, even though he's all nice,